Hey, I'm Barry with Empty Hammock. The next step is going to be putting tile down on this stoop that I made. I've already got the underlayment down. Just need to put the tile on top of it. So Molly and I are just standing here in the foyer trying to decide what we're going to do with this area. I think we've come up with the conclusion that we're just going to go ahead and hang new drywall in this foyer area. If we had to do that with the entire house, it would have been, what'd you say, just knock the whole thing over?
Yeah, you might as well knock it over if we had to take everything down to the studs.
Yeah, so this one room we're going to do that, new sheetrock, new ceiling. I think it's just going to make this whole foyer area, which is a really important part of the house, look really good. I wonder when they put up all of that paneling. Oh.
We're gonna go dump this off. This is just some of the lath out of that one tiny little foyer, and this amount of debris is why, one of the reasons why you don't want to pull all the plaster and lath out of a house.
I'm finally coming back to getting that rest of that log cut up and hauled off. I'm just gonna turn the rest into firewood. I ain't even try to worry about saving any of it for projects and stuff. I just don't have time. Alright, a couple little chunks of wood I can get chopped up into firewood. What do you think?
I think it's warm and it's taking a long time.
Why? I don't get it. It's already Friday again. I don't know how this keeps happening, but somehow it's Friday again. Anywho, on the front porch of this house, there's a bit of a low area, a dip in the old concrete right in front of the front door. A little inconvenient after it rains, you step out the front door and step on a poodle. So I'm going to cut a tiny little trough in the top of the concrete somewhere for the water to go so that it doesn't collect right there. There are a couple of other different ways of fixing it. I've seen people in the past punch a hole straight through the bottom of the dip, but I don't really like introducing all that extra water under the concrete pad. The other way would be to skim coat the whole top of it, make it completely flat or away from the house. But I haven't ever seen a product or a skim coat that lasts a good long time. They inevitably end up chipping up. So I'm just going to simply cut a little trough in the top with my saw, somewhere for the water to go. I need to put my diamond blade on my saw. Yep, just like that. So this gap that I have to cut here is 5/16 of an inch. I wanted to get the line going out as straight as I possibly could. I had measured it to the opposite side, but the whole porch isn't square. So if I did that, it would be way off. So I just used the hypotenuse of up against the house. A quick and easy way to do that is 3, 4, 5. So 3 feet up, 4 feet over is a 5-foot hypotenuse. It's a quick and dirty way without having to math anything to get a perfect right angle. I've got this piece of wood to use as a guide, a bucket of water on one side and some bricks on the other to hold it down. I've got the saw canted at a bit of an angle so it cuts a rounded edge instead of a sharp edge in the trough I'm cutting. The deepest part of this cut is going to be level with the bottom of the dip in the concrete. And I've got a fan set up so I don't die. Here we go. You found them? Okay. Well, I think that looks good. Just got to do the same thing on the other side, and we're good to go. And then that guy shows up. We'll see what he needs.
Let's go, boss.
What, dude?
See ya.
Yeah. His new work truck is actually a mommy van.
Yeah, it is, but it works.
Look, I cut a hole.
Gosh, dude.
It works.
The water
yeah.
is
Taking it away.
It is.
coming out a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it's just slowly going downhill.
I see it going up.
Yeah.
How much work is that?
Not much.
I don't think it goes above this line. I think it's just the bottom section of this piece of wall. The bottommost layer of paper. I could tell when I was picking at it, kind of had this Art Nouveau kind of line works to it. So I've just been kind of uncovering it, just really curious about what the pattern was. And it looks like stylized tulips. But I really liked it. And then I got down to this corner and you can tell it wasn't just these browns when it was originally put up. It was plum purple and peacock blue and this kind of a nice hunter green, and there was yellow in it. And I think that it would have been really cool looking when it was first put up. Kind of stylish.
You want to frame a piece of it, or what are you thinking? The things I'll do for you. You should put it in like Illustrator or something, and see if you can copy the pattern.
Yeah.
And then what would you do with it? Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. You got it. Okay. So the question is, can I get that?
Well, that's your three colors right there in that little sample.
And the yellow in the corner.
There you go. I was very happy that I was so careful taking off the gutters before I did the siding, because they're all okay. So I just put them all right back up again right where they were, and hopefully that's going to take a lot more of the water away from the house, keep it from splashing up on the siding so much. Gutters are good. So I put up the trim plate, went ahead and installed one of the lights. That was what that blue box was for. I got to put one on the other side, but it's hotter than my wife out here, so I'm gonna go eat dinner.